when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner's side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
We got this. Set. 18 Gator. Come on.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check it back.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah. Was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the screen.
Now to the air. Lock. Pass incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Back to throw, Watson being chased out left. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Watch the safety cream. Whip. Watch the whip.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
And the sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Watson on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His fourth touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Hey, Orbit. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Hey, snap.
On first down, Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I talked with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Broncos.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Locke. And this one complete to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
He's coming. We got double up. Go.
Now Locke again. He's got, oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. With touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Let's go. 24. Defense. 90 is the mouth.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he takes us beyond the 30. Before going out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Check 9. Check nickel. Watch the twist. He's checking crack. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that.
Running from the gun with Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, 59. Hey, 59. Check. Watch that.
On second and 12, Watson eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship. 25. Check 25. General West. Hey, Charlie. Yo, go. Watch the out.
Now Locke throwing on second down. He's got Smith here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Number 86. A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Under 10. 10. Go. 55.
Locke going to try and throw on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down right around the 37. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
On first down, Watson steps away to his left. Got an open man, it's QT. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
90 is the mic. Set those balls. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 54. Check 31. Check 31. Check. Cross. 59. 54 is down. He's coming. Down, let's go.
From the red zone now, Watson And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike, check 33.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come.
That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
You better be ready. Go. Mike, 55.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke on the move to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. They punted 3 as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Clock will try again on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Down.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a first down throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
To throw again on second down. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Check 26, check 26. Switch.
On first down, Foreman. The tackle credited to Jamal Agnew.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Foreman. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Check 31. Hey, 24. Check 52.
Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Check 24. Check 24.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the Broncos' 7-yard line.
Banjo.
They run again with Foreman. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Nice set. Great team. I'm coming.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll run here with Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready? 60 or. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Denver.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Good work, boys.
That's
Let's
the
go.
end of the third
Let's
quarter. With the score, Texans 34, Broncos 7.
Ready. 70. Indy. Get it.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 43.
Switch. Topper.
Showing up.
Let's go.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On the ball.
From the gun on third down. Lock. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh. 61 Matchbox Lights.
Check.
Hit it.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Broncos get a bit closer.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Extra point from McManus is good, and that will shave one more off this lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We're set. Like 88. Here we go. 24 down. He's coming. Here we go. 29. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Echo. 29. Shit. 36. Kill. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 29. Watch the shit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watts, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Move! 124! 124! Quick dance!
Third and long, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. A strong running.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 15. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Let's go. 8, read.
Who that? Check
Now.
Throwing his Lock on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Lock going to go on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Check hot route. Hot. Watch the edge. 85. Check. Let's go.
Watson on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
10-25. 10-24. Switch. 10-29. 54. That's it. Bang, 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 bang.
Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
24. Everyone's got 4 down. Undercrush. Off. 90 is a mic. I got you, punk. 54. Spons. No. And 24. Check 3. 6. 90 is a mic.
From the gun, here's Watson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The try here for the extra point.
We got to roll. Just keep it rolling.
Go as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do.
Now Rock, he lost the football. It's out.
Set, baby. Good job.
So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now on 2nd and 13. Lock.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a carry for Lindsey. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here's Locke. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
31's the mic. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check 37. Check 37.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
31. 3 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. Hey, tighten down. There you go. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. You gonna see me. 4. You gonna go.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got Fuller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check 9.
On the toss, here's Foreman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the